This is John Musgrave. Thank you for coming to the podcast. If you like this content or this episode, please click like or even subscribe or hit that thumbs up button on your screen, and that'll help more people find us. Thanks for listening. God feeds his people. God feeds his people the food we need. That is, he provides for us physically and spiritually. He provides for us physically and spiritually. God feeds his people with the food we need. Now, just a note there to remind us what food is about. Interesting thing here to impress your friends. In Hebrew, the word for food and bread is the same word. So it was just, it's like saying, well, give me some Scotch tape, something like that. So food and bread's the same word. Bethlehem, Lehem is the word for bread or food. And Beth means house, so Bethlehem means house of bread or house of food. But Lehem is the word for food, and God gives that to his people. But what food does it sustains us. That's what food does. It's, Solomon writes this in Proverbs. It's good not to be a glutton, but to treat food as what sustains us. What gives us, eat food for strength, he says there. And that's the way God has made us. He's made us as physical beings, and he gives us food for strength. Food is good, and it's a gift from the Lord. And so that's what Paul says to Timothy. Everything's allowable to us, and give thanks for the food that God has given us. Say, God, thank you for this provision for my body that you've created and called good. And thank you that it gives me strength. Just interesting side note, one of the side themes with Saul in 1 Samuel is that he's always screwing up food. He's always not eating, and then he makes bad decisions because he's hungry. He has to have people come up and say, no, Saul, eat something, right? Or he commands the troops not to eat anything, and then they're famished. Jonathan doesn't hear the command because he's been actually fighting the battle. And he comes back and he grabs some honey and eats it. And everyone says, oh, Saul said anyone who eats any food is going to die today. And Jonathan says, he doesn't say my dumb dad because he honors his father, but he says, man, if we had eaten this food, we would have routed this army like twice as much as we already did. But my dumb dad, no, he doesn't say my dumb dad, but that's what we're to take away as readers of the text. Saul's always making bad decisions, but part of that bad decision is not treating food as good from God. And so we take that food in. God feeds us, and it's what food does. It sustains us. That's your blank. It sustains us. It keeps us going, and it is needed for life. It sustains us. It keeps us going, and it is needed for life. And so we keep that in mind when we talk about Jesus being the bread of life, or manna in the desert. It's good. Food is good, and we give God thanks for this food, and it strengthens us. And some of us say it rotely, but it's a good thing to say. God, as we pray for our food, God, nourish this to strengthen our bodies. And that's what food is for.